All right, we've reached the PGA Championship Preview. I'm fucking fired up for this event. Been waiting all day, chomping at the bit to talk about this thing. Blake, what are you thinking?
Man, I didn't know I was going to be this excited about this event. I'm like really stoked for this event, huh?
I am too. It's gonna be great. I love a Northeast major.
Yeah, nice big boy golf course too.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, this is I don't know, you more excited about this or the U.S. Open?
This right now. I,
This is like this is like a U.S. Open, right?
I mean, I'm just thinking about the last three majors we've got in this region. You had Bethpage, you had Winged Foot, and you had
Shinnecock.
Shinnecock. I thought all those three were great events.
Yeah, I mean it helps that two of them won by the guy we're on this week.
Before we get really deep into the PGA Championship stuff, last week not much to talk about. Didn't really spend much money. I basically took the event off. I mean, for the most part. But
yeah, once Spieth withdrew,
yeah.
got our money refunded, and I don't know, debated Scott, Decky. Both of them kind of played well.
But it would have lost money.
Scott played really well, actually. 3 out of 4 rounds. That one round just kind of cost him on Friday. We were never going to bet Day.
No.
It's not something I'm regretting after being on him most of the year. I'm not going to bet Day at 15-1.
No, a day 15-1 in the Birdie Fest. I'm happy he won. Didn't bother me whatsoever. I even had someone text me and say, like, oh, are you going to be, are you going to be on suicide watch now that Dave's won, that you're on him so many times before? Like, no. If he won the, Wells Fargo at 40-1, then yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But this is not that. I mean, never going to get there. Never going to get there. So I'm completely fine with it. Happy he won. And I didn't have much invested in the tournament. I never even thought, I know you were a little worried about Scott. You wanted to bet him. And I said no. Even when he was in the lead, I never thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at scores. I didn't watch 1 second in golf at the Byron. I hate that golf course, and like, I could have cared less who won.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't watch any of it, but I'm happy
Happy
day
for
one.
Day. Happy
Yeah.
for Day for sure. I'm one of the biggest J Day guys out there. He's been one of my favorite golfers forever. Sucks he took a 5-year hiatus. But it's glad he's back in the winner's circle. Hopefully gives him some confidence for this week and moving forward. And hopefully he can get a big boy event.
Yeah, we'll discuss these guys' cases, all these guys' cases to win as we go through the odds board. But I think there's definitely a case to be made for Day. But I'll make it when we get to it. Liv, do you watch much of that? I didn't really get a chance to watch anything. I watched the last couple of holes, but that's it.
I watched the entire Live event.
Wow.
I'm a Liv
Blakey
guy.
Liv.
No, as soon as DJ started going on Friday, it was just like, he's my favorite golfer outside of Tiger Woods. And I needed him to show something because we have a lot pending on DJ moving forward.
Yep.
Not only our bet against Scotty, but we also bet him at the U.S. Open. We put him out for the PGA Championship, a month ago, and he really hasn't done dick. He's really been piss poor form. So I was just hoping we'd see something out of him. So he shot 63, 7 under Friday and Saturday, and he looked great. Sunday comes along. I put a couple shekels on him just because when he started making birdies on Friday, just to kind of not a big bet at all, just to kind of get something there, because I didn't feel like Mito and Neiman were going to have it. Neiman started off well, but I don't know, and then Mito just didn't have it. Sunday comes. He's cruising along. He's got a 3-shot lead, and all of a sudden, boom, blast one, dead left into like the mud. This was after the rain delay. The second shot, fires it over the green into the water, duffs a chip, then hits it to 4 feet and misses the 4-footer, makes triple. All while Weasel is just birdieing every single hole. He ends up shooting 61. DJ somehow loses the lead going into he bounced back after that triple with a birdie. And then he didn't have the lead going to 18, had to make birdie to get in the playoff. Big dick, made birdie, and then made birdie in the playoff. That's all I needed to see out of DJ.
Yeah.
I also bet the 40-1 for this week on DJ on Friday when DraftKings posted the 40-1. So I'm all in on DJ this week. I thought he looked incredible last week, and we'll get more to his case this week. But Live, not a great golf course. I thought it was a great event with Weasel storming. Brooks played well. Other than that, there's really not much to say about Live.
Yeah. How much are the Saudis paying you?
I don't know. You like seeing Dustin Johnson versus Cam Smith?
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, completely agree with you. We have a lot riding on DJ, and we threw a lot of eggs in this DJ basket. So I was just hoping to see. I didn't watch the tournament, but I was following it, just hoping to see DJ do something to give us some confidence, and he did. And he's the type of guy who stays hot when he gets hot. So I think it's all great signs for him. Good to see Cam playing well again too. For those of you who are newer to our show, Weasel, we call Weasel Cam Weasel. So that's who you're referring to there. But yeah, I mean, the golf course wasn't great. The fact that they cut coverage at the end wasn't great, even though I was not defending them on Twitter about it. But I just think that shit happens all the time. It's just kind of how the way things go. It's a network problem. It's not a live problem. But
right, so it's not like Liv wanted to cut it. It's a contract.
Yeah. So whatever. Another thing, and I tweeted about this a couple minutes ago. I'm sure people will fucking say dumbass fucking bullshit back to me, but how come all the guys who a year ago, I'm literally seeing betting cards of people who said a year ago that DJ and Brooks and all them retired from professional golf, and now they're on their betting card at the PGA Championship. So if they retired from professional golf a year ago, they got their money, they're fat and happy, they weren't practicing anymore, they don't care about legacy. How the fuck are they going to be not real golfers for a full calendar year and then go and beat Scotty Scheffler and John Rahm at the PGA? How does that add up?
It doesn't.
I mean, seriously, and literally, these guys have them on their betting cards, and these are the same ones who are completely trashing them. You want to say that they retired and exhibition golf, all this other shit? Go for it, but stand by your opinion. And now they're going to put them on their card to win the event, but then when they don't play well, they're going to make jokes about 54 holes and blah blah blah. Like, just if you have an opinion, just stick by it and be a fucking man about it.
Yeah, I've stuck by my Liv opinion. I think it's real golf. I mean, the team aspect I think is pretty retarded. I get why they're trying to grow it, but I mean, I believe these guys are all still practicing pretty hard. I know for a fact Brooks and DJ are, and I know they still want to win majors. I just think great golf is being played on both tours, and I don't see how you cannot see that.
Yeah, I agree. There's a few people out there who love both, and PGA Tour is my number one, and Liv is my second favorite tour. I'll watch them both. I don't care. So into the PGA Championship. Anything else to say before we kind of go over the course and stuff?
About last week? No, we're good on that.
Okay. My article is being edited. So let me see if I can see this. All right. Oh yeah, cover photo looks fucking fantastic. I'm excited for this thing to be released. Okay, so
you guys haven't released it yet, huh?
No, I get fucking put behind these other guys at Action because they don't want to release them all at once. For like SEO, they want to release a little bit. So Sobos is the first one.
Those are his official picks. Those two.
I haven't read it or looked at it, to be honest with you, okay. But I will at some point. But yeah, it'll be tomorrow morning. You know what else too? I like getting the show out first anyway, so people can listen to the show and get the picks, and then the next day they can see this, so it's fine. So the East course at Oak Hill Country Club, it's a par 70 measuring 7,394 yards, bent grass greens. We had seen this in 2013, and it was a PGA Championship where Jason Duffner won. A lot of people make that, think that it's kind of a plotter's course, which at the time it was, but it's been completely renovated in the meantime, and they've definitely made it more difficult. A lot of bunkers on the course. It's going to play long. The rough looks pretty thick and gnarly. You got to keep the ball in the fairway here, but you got to be long too, because it's a long golf course. So if you're a short hitter and you're in the fairway, you can have 220 plus on approaches. If you're a long hitter and you're not accurate, you're going to be in deep rough like we've seen. So we've seen the PGA Championship kind of gravitate towards more U.S. Open style setups in the past 3 or 4 years, and it seems like they're going down that alley again.
Yeah, definitely. 7,400 par 70 is long. That is a long course.
It's similar to Shinnecock was a similar, and so was
Yeah, the one thing with Shinnecock though is Shinnecock was more different soils. It's right on the water, more sandy than.
Yep. But lengthwise, yeah.
Yeah, lengthwise, I hear you. Was Wingfoot par 70?
Yeah, Wingfoot was like par 70. I think it was 7,500, 7,600.
Yeah, it's Wingfoot and Bethpage are the two courses.
Yeah.
Two comp courses. That just feel like it.
I agree. Long ass, brute par 70s.
Thick, rough.
East Coast, yeah, more like a parkland layout.
Yeah, except they got rid of a bunch of trees here.
Yeah, I did see that. What do you think that does? Does that make it?
It kind of makes it play like Wingfoot, where you can just bomb it, right?
Yeah, as long as you're really far. I think driving distance is going to be a big factor.
Yeah.
But off the tee overall. But I don't think. I'm seeing a lot of love for the Sung Jae types out there. I just don't think those guys hit it long enough.
Yeah, that's what concerns me with like Decky. He doesn't hit it long anymore.
Yeah, like not that they can't finish in the top 10.
Right.
But a lot of things going to go your way if you're not a really long hitter.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody I bet is
the course. I know
really
you've been listening
long.
to a lot of stuff this week. Anything else?
Around the green. I mean, the green's a little.
Mm-hmm.
I think around the green's gonna be pretty big too. You gotta be able to get up and down. If you can't, like that's the one thing concerning with like a Bryson type. Because he's not, or like a Hovland type.
Yeah.
These aren't like runoffs like at Augusta where Hovland can chip off tight lies. These are this is heavy rough.
Mm-hmm. The bunkers are real difficult too.
And the bunkers, yeah.
Have you looked at sand safe stuff? I meant to do it before the show, but I haven't really got into it.
You know what worries me about the sand safe stuff is like every course is so different with these bunkers, like different types of sand. So I don't look at that stuff that often, but I know I've heard people talk about how bad Scheffler's been out of the bunker.
And I also believe sand saves includes whether or not they made the putt.
Yeah.
So if you put it to 15 feet and make the putt, that means you had a good sand save, but it wasn't a good bunker shot.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So yeah, hey, I don't think there's too much.
That's why around the green is kind of a flawed stat as well.
Yeah, I think it has to be more of the eye test, right?
Yeah.
For bunker play. So, but I think it's another good thing for the Jason Day types, right?
Oh yeah.
Adam Scott.
You don't want to be in the fairway bunkers either. I've heard a lot of, especially if you're up close. I heard you can't get out of those. If you're back in the fairway bunkers, I feel like you can get there, but you're still having 200 plus out of the fairway bunker. So.
Yeah. You can't be up against the lip. You're gonna have to wedge it out and then have a 170 in to get up and down. So.
What are you thinking for a score?
I say 5 under.
Okay. I was going like 3.
So similar.
I mean, that's what Southern Hills was 5, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be similar to that.
It's also going to be a little bit colder, 60s. A lot of people say it's going to be frigid. I mean, it's still going to be 60, 70.
Yeah, just early in the morning, it gets a little
early
chilly.
In the morning.
Yeah. We've seen some weather stacks really get screwed lately. Do you see anything like that happening? I feel like on the East Coast, it's not going to be quite as bad.
I haven't seen much. I think there's rain Saturday coming.
Okay.
But as of now, Thursday. Hold on, let me refresh this. Thursday, I mean, no wind at all day. Friday looks like it's getting windy, but it's pretty consistent the whole day. Like 15-mile-per-hour winds all day.
Yep.
And then rain coming in Friday night, Saturday.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a great tournament. Looks like the course is great. So now we'll get to the top of the odds board, and these are the guys we got to beat. Not going to be easy.
Odds have been moving too. Okay. Well, there's two clear-cut guys below 10. You got Scotty plus 750 right now on DraftKings, and Rombo 8-1.
Okay.
I feel like they should be flipped here. Shouldn't
I
Rom
mean,
be the favorite?
he should be the favorite, but I think Scotty has a better chance to win.
You just think that because Rom won the last major.
I do. I mean, who wins back-to-back majors?
There's some guys that have done it.
Tiger.
Beef.
Yeah. So last one was 6 years ago. 7 years ago.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I feel like he'd be one of the guys, right?
Of course he could. I mean, I'm not saying make him 20-1, but I think 8-1 is fair. And I think Scotty is just the way he played the Masters, where he was just his stats were great, just wasn't making any putts. Hasn't won in a couple majors. He's the one I'm really worried about.
I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know.
Not much on the East Coast.
Damn. He's so fucking good off the tee.
That's the thing. Like, he doesn't get into huge trouble.
How come he didn't win last week?
I think he just had to make too many. I don't think of him as a birdie fest guy, you know?
His putter sucks, huh?
His putter has been really bad lately, which I think you can get away with it when the winning score is 5 under.
Definitely. Doesn't Rom play hard courses the best, though?
Yeah. Both of them are fucking great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Both they're going to be very tough to beat. They're rightfully so. They're both the top two guys. Rory shouldn't be anywhere near them. He's what, double them?
Yeah, we'll get into that guy in a second. But I don't know. I crossed Scheffler off on the 10K range on DK. I might play some Rom. Not sure. Fuck Scotty. I just don't want to root for the guy. Hate his face. He can go fuck himself.
No, he ruins tournaments when he starts to win. It makes the tournament boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And just another thing real quick, but this goes back to the live, but how much more fun are the live guys to watch play? I'm not talking about on live. I'm just talking about when a tournament when they're all together. Like I just get so much more entertainment out of watching DJ, Brooks, Cam Smith, Phil, Bryson, even Neiman, the way he swings it, just like I don't get enjoyment watching Scheffler, Cantlay, and Xander. It doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, because those guys suck. They're the worst. Boring.
They're just boring.
No personality. Don't have any strut. Like, there's nothing better than watching DJ and Brooks strut down those fairways after piping a fucking 325-yard drive.
People tell me like DJ is not fun to watch because he doesn't show emotion. I don't like. As a competitor, there's something about him that's really fun to watch. And it's like the swagger, the way he walks, he walks like he has a fucking 15-pound hammer in his pants.
It's fucking awesome. He walks like that prick is down to his fucking ankles.
If you're you grew up and I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's because you and I are basketball first out of these guys. Like, there's something about it that I just appreciate that I feel like some people who say DJ is boring to watch don't realize or get, and it's something just to do with a competitor mentality. I don't know what it is.
I think they're more saying he's like boring to listen to. I think like interview. He doesn't give you anything.
Maybe, but I've heard people say he's not like exciting to watch play golf.
Guy made triple, and then he comes to very next hole, comes to the par 3, sticks it to about 5 feet. Just brushed the triple right off. Like, fuck it, I gotta make bird here. Boom, done.
Yeah, he's just the next play.
Yeah.
And I love DJ. Like you said, he's your favorite besides Tiger. He's really up there for me too. He's great. And Scheffler just doesn't.
Scheffler is so fucking boring. Oh.
He's boring, but he's
slow as fuck, man. He's
very
slow
slow.
as fuck.
Nobody wants to talk about it. We were saying this when we were on Billy Ho at the match play when he was playing Scheffler in the final round there, and this is before Scheffler won anything. And we just said, holy fuck, this guy is so slow. Been saying it the entire time, and no one really gets on him for it.
Everybody gets on Cantlay's gay ass, but they should be getting on Scotty.
I'd rather watch Cantlay than Scheffler.
I don't know, man. I can't watch either of them. Cantlay and his tappy feet and his sloppy ass.
It's not great.
Bad recipe.
No, it's a bad recipe. But with that being said, I mean, Scheffler, and the reason he's boring is also the reason why he's so tough to beat. He's like robotic. And I've said it before, like, I think he's fucking putting Vaseline on his driver head because, and I joke around when I say that, but like his rate of dispersion is so low. When he misses one, it's always like 5 or 6 feet off the fairway.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why he's tough.
I don't want to root for him. Fuck him.
Okay, we're out.
All right. No, we're out on Rahm too. We're just not gonna. We went all in on Rahm at Augusta. Rahm could definitely win this, in my opinion. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And that leads us to the lone guy. Well, actually, there's a couple guys in the teens now, but we'll talk about this guy separately. Rory McIlroy. If you told me he was going to be 14-1 coming into this event in January, I would have pounded the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Me too. It's a great number.
I was ready to bet at 10 like a month ago.
I know. I mean, he's a member at the course. He plays it all the time. I know he
played there a lot during COVID. That's where his wife's from Rochester. Played there a lot during COVID. Scares the hell out of me.
And is there pressure off of him now, or is this not? Is that not even possible at this stage?
I don't think that's possible. Anytime he's in a major, there's pressure.
Yeah, it's been 9 years since he won.
I mean, just think about Southern Hills last year. Remember when he hit the ball in the water on that par 3 when he was like getting right back into it?
Yeah, he was the first round leader. I remember that.
Yeah, he could have easily won that event.
He could easily win them all, but
I know. But what is he gonna do? Like, he's having a really bad year. Does form matter for him? I feel like it doesn't with Rory.
No, not really. I don't think it matters. I think. I don't know. What before the Open was he hot?
Yeah, didn't he win the Canadian?
Yeah, that's right. He did. I don't know. Is the game there? I guess that's the question. Is a game there right now to go and win a major against a Scheffler who's so hot and Rahm who's so hot, and you got the other guys who we like on Live who are coming over and playing really well?
Man, Wells was bad, and he's a walking top 10 there. He didn't even gain off the tee.
Yeah, it's strange, and it means I don't think you can bet him.
The only problem is he really going to count? So there's been 2 big events, the Players and the Masters, and he missed the cut at both of them. Is he going to come into this and just no-show? The 3rd biggest event so far this year?
I don't think he's going to no-show.
So then if he doesn't no-show, he's probably going to finish in the top 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Yep. But the question here is, does he win or not win?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
So
he doesn't win. He doesn't win.
So that's all that matters. Doesn't win. I'm not as out as many other people would be.
I'm not either, but I mean, what would the number have to be for you to bet it?
I mean, it's never going to get there.
What if some book just posted an 18?
Yeah, I think you could win. I mean, are people going to be playing him on DFS and shit?
I don't know. I think I am.
I would play him over the other 2, I think, at this point. I could see a Rory Brooks battle.
That'd be fucking incredible.
That's what a month ago, that's what I thought it was going to be, or 3 weeks ago, before Rory shit the bed at Wells.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned about the shit the bed at the Masters, but then the Wells thing happened.
Yeah, because
then I started to think there's something going on personally. There's got to be something going on personally.
It could
be. He won Wells when he wasn't even playing good. He was playing like dog dick.
Yeah, and he still won. I know. it's a conundrum. I don't know what to do with the guy. I mean, would it completely shock you if he sucked ass and missed the cut?
No, that wouldn't shock me at all. I can
And
see that too.
would it shock you if he won?
Nope.
That's how I feel too. There's just no, it's in it. And as much as 14 is a good number, it's hard to bet a guy where you have no idea what he's going to do. None.
I'm leaning he's going to be in the top 10.
I'm leaning that way too. But the other two results wouldn't shock me. I mean,
I really want him to miss the cut, though. That'd be fucking
it'd be
awesome.
great. I mean,
I'd
more than
pound him
anything,
at Liverpool, too.
more than anything in the world, I want Scheffler to miss the cut.
I think I'd rather Rory miss the cut.
Oh, no.
Scheffler missed the cut at last year's PGA.
Yeah, I want him to do it again. We need it for our bet.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. I'm with you now.
All right. So, Rory, we're out, but, I mean, not as out as you might think.
No, I'm very concerned.
Yeah.
Very concerned with him. All right, then there's two other guys below 20. The Butt Buddies. Xander, 16, and PG, or GP. GP, and not the glove.
No, not the glove.
Not the glove. 18-1. The Butt Buddies, X and Cantlay. What do you think of their chances this week? Who's not betting X?
I've been off the Twitters really today, only to make a couple of snide remarks that I make here and there, but I haven't been scrolling and looking. I was really busy, but so you're telling me everyone's betting both those guys or just X?
Oh, everybody's betting both those guys, but definitely more X.
Okay.
I mean, X started the week at 22. He's down to 16.
Wow.
And Cantlay started at 22. He's down to 18.
I mean, I feel better that they're that popular. Coming into it, I was definitely concerned about both of them. I never was really going to bet them. But we've been on Cantlay for our last couple of majors.
It's not fun.
No, it isn't great usually, but he's going to win one of them. I really think he is.
I think one of those two are going to win the U.S. Open, to be honest with you.
No, I do too. I think so. I'm not one of the guys who says can't do it in a major, but it's coming. It's going to come. He's too good for it not to come. So could it be this week? Sure, it could be. But there's nothing like in particular about this course that I think screams Cantlay, besides the fact that you're going to be good off the tee, and he's been fantastic off the tee this whole season.
One of the best. I mean, what about the bent thing?
He's good on bent, right?
He fucks on bent.
Yeah. No, he's scary. He's scary. Who did
remember at Caves Valley, a bent course?
Oh my God.
He was also third at Bethpage.
That's right. He was third at Bethpage. However, he has been better in easier setups.
He has.
I mean, when he won at Caves, it was a fucking 28 under.
It was.
That course was a joke.
Yeah, that was not a good course. It was really wet that week. Yeah. There's really not much bad to say statistically about GP.
No.
The guy is the best driver in the game, I think. Maybe not distance-wise, but stroke gain-wise, I think he is.
Just stroked loss, stupid face.
Yeah.
That's about it. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's some, and I know we've liked a lot of these guys, but the guys I'm really worried about are Rory, Cantlay, and X, I guess.
You worried about X?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, it seems like a good course for him. I'm worried about Cantlay more.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm really happy everybody's betting X.
Me too.
I don't know. They both have equal shot to win, I think.
I mean, X is steady. Should be good for this.
He'll give you a top 10. I'm sure he'll be in the top 10.
And he's unlike Cantlay, he's been more reliable at majors, hasn't won them, but he's been in the mix a lot more.
Yeah. So I'd say X has a lower floor, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you could see Cantlay finish like 33rd.
Yeah, for sure.
X is probably shoo-in for the top 20 here. Top 15.
I agree. If I had to bet one to win, I would bet Cantlay, though.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pass on those two.
Yep.
We're just going to our guys this week, fellas. All right, that leads us to okay. He was 20 when we told everybody to bet it a couple weeks ago. Now he's 22 on DraftKings. Mr. Major Brooks.
All right. And now let me preface this whole thing by saying a couple things. My whole card right now that I'm posting in my write-up is all live guys. And it's going to look like it's some type of orchestrated fucking thing. It really isn't. My two main picks of the Masters that I wrote up were Rahm and Cantlay, both PGA guys. Rahm wins the event, and my third guy was Reed, who was a live guy, but he was 80-1 and he came in fourth. So fuck you. So this, for
But
this,
hold on before you get to it, you picked a lot of those PGA guys going into the Masters because the amount of times they've played, right?
Yeah, because I
Coming
thought
into
they were
the event.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And I was really out on DJ going to the Masters. I was a fade on most of the live guys, besides Reed, who's playing really well. And I played some Brooks on DFS. I didn't think he was going to do what he did. But yeah, I mean, I'm again, like always, I'm always going to tell it like it is. I am picking these guys based on what I'm seeing, recent form, course fit, odds, value. That's it. I don't care what tour they play on. And we said this even before the Masters. We said, I don't really like these guys this week, but I think PGA is a real good setup for them because of the schedule going into it, because of the course that they're playing at, which all holds true.
Yep.
So again, this isn't a live versus PGA thing. You guys can put me whatever category you want. I know you like to do that, but means no fucking difference to me. None.
But it's also a fact that the live guys have played much more since Augusta than the PGA guys.
They
They
have
played in 3 events. Most of these PGA guys have played in 1.
right. And it's like it's not too much either. Like the elevated events where it's like 3 out of 5. It's like exactly what you wanted to be doing.
Yeah.
And the 3 rounds for this scenario is probably a good thing.
Right.
So there's a lot I like about it. And you know what? It is what it is. I mean, we've hit 3 of the last 4 fucking majors. I'm not in the business of picking guys to send some stupid message to a bunch of dipshits on Twitter. If I pick a guy, it's because, and I'm putting thousands of dollars on it, I think it's because they're going to fucking win. That's it. So, so fuck off with whatever else. All right, Brooks, here's the case. He 22-1. I think it's a great number. I argued he should be the third favorite. You and I said this a couple weeks ago. Do you still feel that way?
I think he should be the fourth
after Rory.
Yeah, I think him and Rory should be equal.
Okay, so Cove third favorite. I'd agree with that. And I mean, this T2 at the Masters I think was really good, and he's been the best player in the world at the PGA Championship since 2015. That's not even arguable. Past 8 editions of the tournament, he's finished outside of the top 13 only twice. In those 8 starts, won twice, 3 additional top 5 next to the wins.
Holy fuck!
It's just pure dominance. We talked about the form thing, right? He's in absolutely perfect form coming into this. You even sent me a clip of his coach, Claude Harmon, saying on his podcast about how he's never seen Brooks work so hard, and that sometimes that can be coach speak and whatever else, but when the results back it up, then obviously that means something. Wins Live Orlando, second at the Masters. The next time he was third at Live Singapore, and then he said he was using Live Tells as a tune-up. The quote was, he said, "Yeah, this week I'm just trying to make sure I tune everything up, get ready for next week. I like the majors. I like the discipline, the mental grind that comes with it all, the focus, and I'm just using this week to get ready." That's a huge thing. I've always done it. It's not always about results the week before. It's about making sure everything is starting to line up and I can see progress and where we're going to be for next week. Okay, so then he goes into the Live event.
I love that quote. I didn't hear all that.
Yeah, then goes to Live event, and what does he do? Exactly what you'd want him to do. He finishes in 6th. I don't know how the ties and shit work. He's tied for 4th in fairways hit, tied for 8th in greens and reg, 7th in birdies. I mean, and he played great. He worked on stuff, and he did exactly what you want him to do the week before a major. Okay, so all that is completely perfect. And just the mindset, what he does. Now let's go to the Northeast success that he's had, which is also ridiculous, and add that to the case. Okay, won the 2018 U.S. Open at Shinnecock. long, grueling par 70. Won the PGA Championship at Bethpage. Long and grueling par 70 in New York. Okay. Oak Hill is a Brooks Koepka course. No fucking doubt about it. He's been dominant in majors, been the best major player of his generation. And 22, I think, is a steal. He's going to win the fucking event.
Okay, so go back to the Northeast. He won Bethpage and Shinnecock, PGA and U.S. Open. Any other Northeast success in there? Or just the majors?
I mean, he only plays majors well, so.
That's true. I didn't know if he played any of the playoffs well.
Not that I can remember.
Okay.
But those are all birdie fest. Remember the Northern Trust? Like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think he's going to win as well. I'm the live guy here, and I've watched a lot of live events. The Singapore one he could have easily won. I think that final round was weird out of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, just kind of ho-hum, didn't make a move.
And then last week they cut to him a lot, and he was playing well. He looked really good. Even after his Friday round, he had similar comments to his pre-round or pre-tournament interviews, saying, "Yeah, I'm just trying to work on stuff for next week and get some momentum." So I'm all in on DJ. I'm on DJ too. Brooks at 20-1. Bet him a few weeks ago. The Northeast stuff and the PGA stuff is just too compelling, and you can't ignore it. So hammer time.
Absolutely. So we're all in on that, and then you got to go one, you got to go the other. Other guy's DJ, right? What's he now?
All right,
let's just do it all right now.
Okay. DJ, they posted a 40 over the weekend or on Friday. I hope everybody bet that, because I bet it after we'd already bet the 33 like a month ago, right?
Yep.
And then it got all the way down to 20. Actually, I bet a 35 as well. It got all the way down to 22 as of this morning. I think it's back up to 30. I would bet the 30.
Oh yeah.
I think my average odds on DJ this week is 38-1. So, okay. I was pretty down on him going into last week, but last week just changed everything for me. I didn't think he had a chance going into this week until last week. He looked great outside of like 2 to 3 drives and then one approach shot. Other than that, everything was like 8 to 10 feet. He was putting well. Another bent course. And if you look at par 70 difficult courses, last 50 rounds, I think he was first. I don't know if you had that too.
I didn't do 50, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, first in that par 70 difficult courses. First in Northeast courses. Like, I don't even think it's a contest. Like,
he was first so he was first, and no matter how many rounds you went, he was first.
Yeah. So he wins at the following courses: TPC Boston, where he got to -30. Nobody else got to 20.
Yeah.
He won that event by 11 shots.
Jesus.
Glen Oaks, when he took Spieth in the playoff and spanked his bottom.
Yep.
That was great.
The Northern Trust, right?
Yep. That was when he hit that drive over the lake. That was fucking incredible.
One of the best shots ever.
How do you not like that?
No reaction, just struts his fucking ass. Yeah, God, so good.
2020 Travelers, we were on this one at TPC River Highlands, Connecticut course. Plainfield Country Club, which is also a Donald Ross course, just like this, or Donald Ross redesign here. He won Live Boston at the International last year.
Yep.
Another bent course.
That was a typical Northeast course. I was there. Just layout of it. Yep.
He was second to Brooks at the PGA at Bethpage.
We were on him.
Yep. Third to Brooks at Shinnecock, the 2018 U.S. Open. And he was sixth at Wingfoot.
Yep.
In 2020 U.S. Open when Bryson won. And then he also won, which I consider this a comp. His U.S. Open win was at Oakmont in PA. Similar weather. I know it's more mid-Atlantic, but I consider it a Northeast course.
Yeah.
Big boy golf course.
For sure.
So that's the case for DJ. A lot of these live guys started really slow. You tell he took a long time off. Like I have a good feeling he didn't swing a club for a good 2 months this offseason. I think that's part of the appeal for him, why he went to live, a piece of it. So, but now you can see like him, Cam Smith, a lot of these guys are starting to come into form. And I feel like you're going to see a lot of them play a lot better.
And you're seeing PGA guys, I think, start to going towards like a midseason slump type thing where just everyone goes ebbs and flows of the season.
Right.
And these guys are just starting to hit their peak. And I think, and maybe they're not quite in the peak yet for some of them, like a Bryson, who I think is going to get to his peak, and he's not there yet. But, and Cam, I'm sure he has another level to get to as well. But I think it's just a perfect spot for Brooks and DJ are the guys that I think, Brooks is definitely more, mature in his form for this season.
Yeah. Am I concerned about DJ going back to back? Not really. When he gets hot, he usually stays hot, and he's usually in the mix every week. Look at last season on the live season. He went 4th, 3rd, 1st, 3rd. 2020, when he was the best golfer in the world, the year he won the Masters, he went 1st, miscut 12th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 1st, 6th, 2nd, 1st.
Jesus.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 3 second place finishes in about 10 events.
Yep.
7 out of 10, you're finishing in the top 2.
Yeah. If there was any guys in the world who would say, I usually don't like betting guys off back-to-back, but there are a couple who I would actually prefer off of back-to-back. He's one of them.
Yep.
And Rory is another one too, who I think is a guy who could just go back-to-back.
Yeah. I mean, DJ doesn't take like.
No, it's not like he's going to take his foot off the gas.
He's not partying. He's not partying either after fucking. He took his jet and went straight to Rochester.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck about winning the live event. I mean, he does, but he doesn't like.
Interview.
Oh yeah, his interview. He's like, yeah, I'm playing some really great golf. He's like, I'm coming into great form here and looking to keep the momentum going into next week major. So I'm pumped up for DJ. I wasn't expecting to be this pumped up for DJ, but I am. And it's fucking awesome because I fucking love that guy.
Dude, yeah, I mean, with our card, it's setting up to be an epic week if we can just get some guys in the mix here. It'll be unbelievable.
Yeah.
I do have a couple concerns about DJ, and I love him, and I completely agree with everything that you said. My only concern would be the little bit of the driving accuracy. Even last week, it wasn't there. I don't know if the stats are right or not. I mean, we talked about this earlier. You said it seemed like he was playing a lot better, but according to the stats, his driving accuracy wasn't.
So the first 9 holes on Friday, he missed 7 of 9 fairways. And then after that, the back 9, he was just incredible.
Yep.
And then he had a couple stray ones later in the week. But that's what the fairways came from. Because I remember the broadcasters were like, I'm not even sure how DJ is 5 under right now with how bad he played on the front.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the only.
But it is concerning. That's what's gotten him in trouble most of this year is the driver.
Yeah. So hopefully he can drive it good. I mean, I still saw him a couple times. Didn't turn it on until the back, the last 4 or 5 holes, but I saw him hit a couple drives that he really needed to hit a good drive, and he didn't even look. He hit it and picked the tee up, and pumped them. So I'm not incredibly worried about it. That's just a little bit of devil's advocate. The one thing that might scare me a little bit.
Yeah. So we're all in on these 2 guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't work out so well last time we went all in on him.
Yeah, St. Jude, a while ago. So who do we skip when we went right from Brooks to DJ there? Any other guys to talk about?
Yeah, okay. Finau 25, J-Day 25.
Yeah, so both these guys I think you can make a solid case for in terms of, I mean, Finau's had some Northeast success. He's in a lot of the events we talked about. He's kind of been in the mix as well.
Yeah, bent guy. He won Liberty National. I remember he was the 54-hole leader at Shinnecock. Remember him and Berger stormed the field early before the weather came in. That That Shinnecock one was wild. Remember Phil?
What does Phil do? I'm trying to think.
You don't remember when they lost the greens and Phil fucking?
Oh yeah. That was the best
that
thing
day.
ever.
But that was Finau stormed early before the weather came in, and
Hit the
he had the
putt. Oh my
54
God.
lead.
That was the craziest moment in golf. I feel like it doesn't even get talked about enough.
I know.
Wild move. But you know what's the thing about Finau I was thinking about earlier? As he's become less of a loser, he's become worse in majors. Like when he was a loser and never could win, he was top 5 every major. Now that he's winning events, he's like 20th, 30th in majors. So, which could be just a small sample size thing.
Yeah, I think I'm high on Finau this week. I'm not going to bet him, but wouldn't shock me to see him get off the schneid in a major and get his first major.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to play really well. And then Day, man, I mentioned the guys who I'd like going back to back. Like I don't think winning last week hurts his chances at all. I feel better about him coming off a win only because when he was hot and when he was the best player in the world, I mean, he was reeling them off back to back.
Yeah, he was. But would you bet the 25?
No, you can't bet the 25. But we had a 50 free, a 50. What was it? Future that we took.
Yeah, beginning of the season.
Yeah, and we've talked about it a lot of times on the show, so I'm not gonna feel bad about posting that one. We took a 50 a long time ago, and even a couple weeks ago, I thought it was a horrible bet.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was going to be toast. So
he's been really good off the tee, though, so that should help him here. I feel like he man,
I like Day a lot.
He just won a bird fest, though. So I was going to say doesn't have to make a lot of birdies, but he just won a bird fest.
I know, but I mean that could mean that he's even better here than we'd think, and like the course for him. I think he's going to play really well. And you know, the reason why I say he could go back to back, not just because he's done it in the past, but I also think the reason why going back to back makes more sense for him, and the reason why he's going to play well this week is because his biggest hurdle was no longer physical; it was now mental. And the fact that he won last week, now he gets over his biggest mental hurdle, getting to the finish line, winning an event. And now, if his confidence matches up with his new, healthy, physical body, then maybe he does return to what he was before.
Yep. Winning's hard, though.
Yeah, it is.
So,
but yeah,
don't bet the 25. But if you got the 50, feel confident about it.
Yeah, completely agree.
Okay, a couple other guys below 30. Got Vic at 28, and defending PGA champion Justin Thomas is up to 28.
Vic, it's been like anytime you think he's going to play great, he doesn't play great, and you think he's not going to, he does. So it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't see it as much as that great of a fit.
Yeah, I think the around the green stuff could really come in here.
Yeah, and I mean, he's off the tee is good, can get hot, but you know, when we've seen him contend at these majors, the Open and at the Masters, a lot of it was with his putting, both times.
Dude, the Masters was crazy.
The Open was the same. He was just drilling putts.
Same type of grass at Augusta as here, pure bent. Obviously, the greens are getting way different, but
yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'm out on Vic, and we've liked a lot of guys. You got to be out on some guys, and I'm not saying it would shock me if he played well, but I'm out.
I'm out on Vic too. JT, this number is getting kind of out of control in my opinion. I know we don't like to go guys to win back to back, but I might have to do it. I don't know. I see something coming big from JT at some point this year. He's going to win something. That's just historically he's won something every single year, and I don't know. He's not like he played bad at Wells. He was like had an outside shot to win at Wells at one point, going into the back nine. What are your thoughts on him?
I completely agree. Something's coming for him. I think he'd win the Open for some reason. Could he win this? Yeah. Is he going to go back to back? We were on him last year, obviously, at Southern Hills. I think I agree something's coming for him. I don't know if I can do it now.
The reason why I think I'm going to do it, because I'm going to cash out of this Cam Young ticket that has zero chance.
I hate that ticket.
That has zero chance.
You think zero?
I feel bad we gave it out because I don't think he has any. I don't know. Is he going to win his fucking first event as a professional at the PGA?
Well, didn't we think that was the case when we bet it?
I guess, but now he's not even playing good.
No, I know. No, I don't like it. I mean, that being said, was he playing that great before he contended at all the other two majors that he contended at last year?
No, I remember we went over that. I thought he missed the cut. Yeah, he missed the cut at the Scottish the week before.
I just think golf course wise, it should be good for him. If he hits it straight, I mean, he's going to be in a really good position. He's been a good player at majors. I don't think he's going to win, no, but I'm not going to.
Isn't he worse than Vic around the green?
I don't know.
I think he is. No, he was second at Wells the before the PGA last year.
I'm not high on it at all. I can't cash mine out, and whatever, it's what it is. Do I like it? No. Would I bet it at 40 right now? No.
I'm thinking, so I'm debating cashing it out and betting JT.
Yeah, I like JT a lot better than I like Young, for sure.
So, all right, 30 plus. Fitz 30. Morikawa 30. We already went over DJ. Cam Young is 30. And Cam Smith is 30. Was 50 at one point this weekend.
I think I've seen a couple DMs about Fitz for people liking him a lot.
Yeah, I like Fitz too.
I don't think
but DraftKings.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the reason he won the U.S. Open is the reason why he's going to be great here, or he could be great here. He's relatively long now, and he's really straight off the tee. He just pumps it off the tee. I mean, he's just automatic. 310, 315, dead straight. There it is every single time. He's not the best iron player in the world, but at a U.S. Open type or an event like this, you don't need to be. You don't need to stick everything to 5 feet. Great around the greens, good putter, great putting, par saves. Yeah, he's going to be around, I think.
Yeah, is Fitz going to get 2 majors in 4 tries?
No.
That's the thing. Like,
I wouldn't bet him, no, but I see why he's appealing, and just in terms of course fit.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to play him in DraftKings, I believe.
Yeah, I probably will too. I mean, but I like a lot of guys in that range, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Who'd rather play him or Finau?
Finau's going to be one of the most highest ownership guy.
Yo, if that's the case, then I could play Fitz over him.
But no, isn't there like an $800 difference though?
I don't know. I haven't even really looked, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Fitz is 84.
Damn, he's gonna be popular then, isn't he?
Finau's 95. $1,100 difference. He's in the range with I know this isn't a DraftKings show, but he's in the range with like Decky, Hatton, Lowry, Burns, Homa.
Okay.
One other thing, we get to this guy, Morikawa. Why the fuck is he 10-3 on DraftKings? What the fuck?
Could it be one of those things where they know something we don't know?
Nobody's playing him at 10-3.
No, but maybe what if that makes him a great play?
I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't like him here, but I don't know. Something's fishy about it.
Who's better, Vic or Morikawa this week?
Vic. I don't like Morikawa right now. I don't like the way he's playing. I don't like the golf course for him. I don't like him on the East Coast. I don't see anything appealing about him whatsoever.
Okay.
Do you?
No. Nope.
Okay.
All right. The other guy was Weasel.
Yeah, 30 is a good number for him. He's a great player. I don't like the course at all for him though.
Yeah, I stared at the 50 over the weekend. I just couldn't get there with the course.
I feel very confident that he's not winning.
Me too.
But 50 is a great number. Even 30 is a good number, but I just don't see him winning. So
yeah, he had the putter going yesterday. Holy hell, that guy can putt.
Yeah, he's great. I would love to see him win another one soon. It's tough with him. Like, I want him to win another major, but I just think the Masters and the Open are the only 2 that he can win.
Yeah, kind of agree.
Yeah.
It sucks. We're not going to bet him to win the Open this year.
No.
So
Like next year's Masters, I think, is the play.
All right. Then Sanjay, 35. This fucking guy. Everybody fucking loves this fucking guy, dude. The guy went to Korea over the weekend and won.
I can't believe it's the first thing he's won in years.
This guy has no fucking balls. He finishes fucking 7th every week, and everybody bets him every fucking week. The guy hasn't sniffed contention or in the thick of things in a PGA event in fucking 2.5 years, and everybody thinks he's the fucking greatest thing since sliced bread. Like what? Fuck this guy.
He's definitely doesn't appear to be a closer, and I don't, maybe he was nails in Korea over the weekend down the stretch, but from what we've seen on the PGA Tour, he has not been. The one time you can think of when he was in contention is when we were on him at the Wyndham, and Tom Kim beat his ass. That's the only time. But no, he doesn't win. I mean, he doesn't win. You want to play him on DraftKings, whatever. Sure, but 35 to 1, I just don't see the case for him winning the event.
Yeah.
Is Sanjay going to win the PGA Championship?
No, he's got a micro prick.
Yeah, he's a micro prick. Yeah, he ain't winning. A micro prick. Yeah, I agree with that. So I love. He seems cool, but I don't see it.
Yeah. No Asians on the card this week. No,
I don't think it's really an Asian place.
No, it's not.
No.
Upstate New York.
No Asians there.
All right. That goes 40 plus. Wow, these odds are really moving on some guys. Hatton 40. Homa is up to 40. Spieth 45. Holy hell.
Hatton's where he should be. Homa's where he should be.
That number has gone up though.
The Homa.
Yeah, wasn't he like 28?
Yeah, it's probably because he sucks.
Tell me.
Spieth, man, he's been good in the Northeast.
He has.
The injury concern, I don't know. That number is a little wild.
Oh, man, it's getting pretty crazy out here.
I'll tell you what. I couldn't fit I forgot he existed until this very moment, to be honest with you. But I can't cash out my young ticket. I'm not gonna bet a 28 or whatever on JT. I understand your point, but I'm not gonna do it. At a risk of overexposing a tiny bit and getting on Spieth to win the career Grand Slam at 45 to 1, and of course that he should do all right at. And he was in good form prior to this, whatever it was, health issue and his horrible start at Wells. But yeah, I think it's pretty crazy.
Nuts. I wish he didn't have the Grand Slam thing.
I know. Do you think what if he doesn't even play?
They said he's flying up to New York today.
Just is he dead set on playing or just to test it out or what?
I don't know. He plays the tough courses pretty good. Remember Bethpage when he completely sucked ass but finished like T3?
Yeah.
That's when he was going through it.
Where was he? We were on DJ at one time and he was in the final round with DJ playing somewhere in the Northeast.
Wasn't Travelers, was it?
No, it might have been the Northern Trust. It might have been at Liberty National. I think it was Liberty National when
Finau won?
Yeah, but we had DJ and he was paired with Spieth, and I don't think either of them played too well in one of the final rounds. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought he played well there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that 45 is getting crazy. I think it's going to go up too.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets to 50 or 60, you might as well just fucking throw a little sprinkle on it and see what happens.
Yeah, so obviously nothing on Homa. All right, that gets you 50, Sam Burns, and Decky.
Okay, just real quick. He was 2019 Northern Trust. He finished in 6th, so I think that might have been it. I like Decky.
I do too. Yeah, that was at Liberty National.
And DJ, he was shot 65, 67. I just saw on the week, and he shot 74, 73 on the weekend. So he probably was paired with Spieth on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew I remembered something like that. So yeah, I like Decky, man. Decky's great in the Northeast. He's won the Northern Trust. Won
He did?
TPC Boston, didn't he?
Oh, I don't remember.
Maybe he didn't. But he's been in the mix at a lot of those places. And he's playing well despite, the injury concerns. And I saw that injury report account tweet today about his injuries, and it's like back, neck, ankle, foot. I don't know. I mean, can you win this?
I really think he can. Bent greens.
True.
That's his thing. He's having a sneaky good season. You just wouldn't think it because of all the injury stuff. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to see him actually winning for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's 50. It's not 25 where he usually is.
Yeah, so he was fourth at TPC Boston just the year Bryson won. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see him actually winning, but I think he's going to play really well. I'm going to be playing him on DraftKings. It could be like more of a pivot type thing where if everyone's going to other places, and people are definitely scared by Decky this year, and we've been scared, and obviously in the past because of the injury stuff. But I think he's going to play really, really well here. He plays these tough courses. He's great in the Northeast. What I saw last week, I really liked a lot from him. I think he's a good chance.
Yeah, isn't it more likely he's going to win a tougher -4 or 5 under than a -20?
Absolutely.
I know he's won like Sony and shit at 20 plus, but I don't know.
No, I think it's a great course for him. I like Decky a lot this week. What were his stats? I didn't even look at those yet.
5.1 on approach.
Wow.
Lost off the tee. 1.5.
Who would you rather bet? Who has a better chance to win, Spieth or Decky?
Decky.
Yeah, I know. I kind of think so too.
I'm going back and forth between Decky and Fleetwood, though, to be honest with you.
I like Fleetwood too. I like them both a lot. I'm gonna be playing a lot of those of them on DraftKings. What's Decky's number? 50?
50.
Any chance it gets to 60?
Jump from 45 to 50.
I mean, if it gets to 60, I think I might be in.
Yeah, I'm monitoring it. And then the next guy is Fleetwood. I don't know. What do you think? He's done nothing wrong, man.
He's been great. He's been awesome. He's always going to have the round that makes him not win.
Can't that be okay here?
It can be. Just, man, his stats are fucking great. Just green everywhere.
Everywhere.
Fifth at Wells, 5 on approach, almost 3 off the tee. He came 3 off the tee at Heritage, 2.6 on approach.
Look at those tee to green numbers, man.
Yeah, last 7 starts, last 5 starts, because I don't know what the Masters. 4.4 tee to green, 5.2, 8.1, 5.7, 9.3. Just, he's hitting the ball great. If he was going to win a major, maybe the PGA Championship is the one. Outside of the Open.
He was there at Shinnecock.
Right,
Brooks almost won that.
Could have won.
I feel like he's had some other success now. In the Northeast.
Yeah.
Bethpage. Nah, not great.
I just think the way he's playing, I think he's just having a really great season, almost underrated the way he's playing this year. He's been just been awesome.
I see some people have Lowry love. I don't understand that. I'd much rather bet Fleetwood.
I would too. I absolutely would too. Masters, he gained 2.5 off the tee. So he was good that week too. I love Tommy.
Did you know he finished 5th at the PGA last year?
Which
Southern Hills.
No, I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Top 5 at the Open too.
PGA and Open, I think, are the two.
Yeah, I like him. He's been. top 5 in 2 of his last 3 majors, right?
Yep.
Or the U.S. Open was after that? How do you do at the U.S. Open?
4th at the missed the cut at the U.S. Open.
Okay.
4th
So
at
2 of
the
his,
Open.
yeah. Yeah, hit a top 5 on it. That was good.
So
yeah,
we're
Tommy.
looking at Decky and Tommy. Not
Yeah.
sure which one we're going to pull on. And I guess Spieth, but I don't know. Can't really see him winning, but kind of ridiculous number. I mean,
if he was healthy and if he finished in the top 5 at Wells, he's what, 18-1 right now?
Yeah, easily.
So, yeah.
Okay. Got some guys at 70 here. Ricky, Neiman. Those 2 at 70. You got Gooch at 80, Siwoo at 80, Lowry 80, Woodland, Scott, Tom Kim, all at 80.
Okay. We can just go to anyone now, right?
Yep.
We bet Neiman at 90.
90.
Got to 90 yesterday. Was seen pretty crazy, and I just thought the 90 made no sense. Do I think he's going to win? Probably not. But in theory, it's a good course for him. Long and straight off the tee, low ball flight, should stay out of trouble a little bit more. Hasn't been playing that great, but he's starting to play a little bit better. Shot a 65 on Sunday last week at Tulsa. He's tied for 9th in fairways, 3rd in greens and reg. I didn't even see that. 13th in birdies, 10th in driving distance. He was so he played pretty well last week. He's kind of starting to peak a little bit more too. Just another one of those guys who probably didn't do much in the offseason, but now he's starting to kind of ramp it up. Should be a good course for him. Do I think he's going to win? Probably not, but 90 I think is a ridiculous number for a person that talented.
Yeah, I believe Neiman might be on the verge of peaking here, and 90-1 is just way too high. Saw a lot of him last week. They showed a lot of him on the coverage, and he looked pretty good. 64 and 65, or 64 on Friday, 65 on Sunday. He shot even par on Saturday, so just can't do that in the Birdfest. Bent greens, that's his thing. His 2 wins or his 3 wins. Oh, 2 wins. Greenbrier and Rocket. Those are both bent greens. And
he won Rocket, run Riv.
Oh yeah, that's right. He should have won Rocket.
Yeah.
Sorry. Rocket is where they play the Rocket. That's a Don Ross course as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Live Boston last year, he lost in a playoff to DJ.
Yep.
He's been 5th at Travelers before. He finished 23rd at Wingfoot. I mean, thinking about that was 2020. I mean, he was like 19 years old then. So
wow.
Maybe not 19. He's probably 20. But he was a young lad then. So a little more polished now. I'm all in on Neiman. I got high hopes for Neiman this week. I feel like he could kind of pull a Mito from last year. I mean, not as under the radar as Mito is because he's a bigger name, but.
Say it. You think he could win?
I do. I really do think he can win.
Okay. I just want you to say it. Good. I don't know if he can, but I hope he can. I think he obviously has a talent too. I always thought he was like a PGA Championship guy. I feel like I would want to be at the PGA Championship for the next 10 years until he wins one. So yeah, I mean, right now is that the right time for him? I don't know. Is the right course for him? It seems like it's a good one. So 90-1, just pull the trigger. Even 75, I'd advise betting it too. So
definitely. Okay. Who else you got?
Oh, Reed.
Another Live guy?
Another Live guy. I bet Reed. I don't know. I mean, I just don't get why he's 80-1. I think
he's 100 now, man.
100?
Yep.
Jesus, man. 100-1. Holy
How much
crap.
money are you going to have on Pat Reed?
I mean, just email my editor real quick. Let him know that Reed's 100 to change my article. So I just think what he did at the Masters, I mean, if that doesn't make you think he's going to do a good play well here, I don't know what will. I mean, he's won the Masters before, but he's also had great Northeast success as well. I just think he gets up for this stuff. He's been playing well since the last month or two, and was great at the Masters. Gained 4.4 strokes on approach at the Masters, 4.2 around the green, 3.9 putting, just vintage Reed. Then he was 3rd at Live Singapore the week after. He's not you wouldn't think of a long, really difficult golf course something that would fit his skill set, but historically it has been. He's been played really well at long courses. He's just a grinder, and I think he can grind around here. It's around the green game. I think he's going to come into play. His bunker game is fantastic. I think he just gets off on being the spoiler. I think he wants to fuck this thing up for everybody. So I think golf needs a villain. I think he is the guy. Imagine him in the last group. I mean, you almost saw it at the Masters, but I just think this week he could be a similar thing. I think it's a good course for him. He's won at Liberty National.
He's won at Bethpage.
He's won at Bethpage. Yeah, so I mean, the guy, what's
His
not to like?
Northeast success is great.
Are people just not betting live guys? Why are they all moving?
I don't get it. I swear to God, I'm not this pro live, but like I feel like they are better shot than the PGA guys.
I do too.
Like I think Patrick Reed has a better shot to win the event than Max Homa. Better shot than Sungjae Im. I don't even think it's remotely close for either of those two.
I completely agree.
Yes, I agree. Sungjae Im has a better shot at finishing 15th than Reed does.
Yeah.
But you know who has a better shot at winning the event? Patrick Reed.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Again, if you want to go devil's advocate here, he was missing fairways and greens last week in Tulsa. If you think
he knows how to play golf and knows how to get it done.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not a stats guy.
Northeast though, he's won multiple events. Like I want to say at least 3 to 4 in New York, New Jersey area.
Yeah, I love Reed. I'm a fucking huge Reed guy.
You've never liked him before.
I know. Finished 13th at Wingfoot. It's the longest golf course ever, basically.
He's won Bethpage. Like, when it was a playoff event, not when it was a major, but when it was a playoff event.
4th at Shinnecock.
He was 4th at Shinnecock?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I gotta put more money on Reed.
100 to 1.
Jeez. Wow. I'm gonna have to add more money.
Just decked out in the live gear, just people fucking watching TV, fuming, so mad, just pacing around the living room. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah, people won't get too mad if DJ or Brooks wins, but if Reed wins,
that's why I would almost rather, just because everyone tries to play both sides. Like, live guys are all pieces of shit, scumbag, blood money, blah blah blah. But DJ was actually pretty honest, so he's kind of cool. Like, come on, you can't have that strong of an opinion for anyone who took the money. But the guy, well, Harold Varner did say he wanted the money. Okay, so these other guys are the biggest piece of shit ever to live, but because he said he wanted the money really bad, he isn't. Like, stop towing the line. You're gonna believe it. You should believe it. All these guys. You can't change morality based on if you like the guy or not. Like, come on. So for that reason, I would like it to be Reed. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Actually, he has a great chance. I think he's been playing pretty decent. He played pretty well. What did he shoot yesterday? 64, 65, I think.
I hope so. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I mean, he had to play well.
Helping those 4 aces, I'll tell you that. My daughter asked me how the 4 aces were doing yesterday.
Hey, we got half the 4 aces on the card.
Yeah, the only guys you can bet on the aces this week.
I'd wear a 4 aces hat if they'd let me get one.
Yeah, another problem with that league.
Yeah.
All right, so anyone else?
Bryson?
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to do that or not.
He's 120 on FanDuel.
Okay. I think he's got a good chance, too. I mean, we're comparing it to Wingfoot.
Yeah, I don't know if good chance is how I describe it, but he's definitely undervalued at 120 to 1.
Yeah, I don't think Bryson's going to win. But he did look good last weekend.
He did. He looked good. I liked his interview comments. Not ready to win yet.
He's little now.
Little. He's like old Bryson. I think beefed up Bryson might have a better chance here than old Bryson. But then you got Phil. Does Phil have a chance?
I don't think he has a shot in hell. He's 200.
Yeah, no, probably not. But would be cool.
Yeah, sprinkle it just in case.
How about Gooch? Can we get to say something negative about a live guy?
Yeah, Gooch has 0 chance. I don't give a fuck. He's probably one of the better odds. What is he, 80?
I wouldn't bet
Gooch
him
ain't
at
winning
500.
dick.
No, he's not. I think Gooch misses the cut.
Yeah. There's nobody with Keegan, Mito,
No.
Rose.
Tom Jacobs is all over Rose this week. I mean, I think
I got no interest in Rose.
I don't either. I think in theory, the type of event you could see him play well at. He plays well in majors and shit. But I just think his time came. He's kind of on the decline now.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that.
Can Adam Scott win?
I don't think so.
No.
He sprays it too much, man.
How about DraftKings?
Yeah, you want a guy that's gonna make a cut? You know my rule with Scott. Guy always finds a way to make the cut.
Yeah.
It's this what he does on Saturdays is the problem.
Yeah. No, I mean that's all I got.
All right, so we're going with time we call them the Bash Brothers.
The Bash Brothers.
We got to change it. We get a new nickname for them.
The
Hammer Brothers. Right?
Hammer Bros.
Hammer Bros.
Yeah. Both got big hammers in their pants.
Yep. Both of them going to be strutting.
So I'd love to see it. I feel a good feeling. We've hit a lot of majors lately. Hopefully, this isn't a blind spot. The two guys that we really like at a place that they should be great for. And we've seen we've always been about them in the Northeast, which is the reason why we like them here. So, hey, I like it.
Boom. Let's go.
Let's get another win. Another major win, baby. Big game hunters.